localization news you can use. Your daily dose of localization know-how for July 16th, 2025. The intersection of government policy and artificial intelligence is a major focus today. The U.S. Department of Justice has issued guidance urging federal agencies to reduce spending on what it deems non-essential language services. Alongside this cost-cutting recommendation, the DOJ is also backing the increased use of AI-powered translation for specific applications. This development signals a potentially significant shift in government procurement and could reshape the landscape for language service providers working on public sector contracts, prioritizing machine translation in certain contexts. On the technology development front, Switzerland has introduced its own large language model named Kai. Developed by a consortium that includes the University of Bern, SUPSI, the IDIAP Research Institute, and Text Shuttle, this model is specifically trained to handle the country's multilingual nature, supporting German, French, Italian, and the minority language, Romansh. The project emphasizes capturing the unique linguistic nuances and cultural contexts of Switzerland, a move that highlights a growing trend towards sovereign AI and specialized language models. In consumer-facing technology, Gmail users on Android and iOS will soon see a new AI-powered contextual translation feature. The update aims to move beyond literal word-for-word translations to provide more accurate and natural-sounding results by better understanding the surrounding conversation. This is part of a broader industry push to make machine translation more nuanced and context-aware for everyday users. Reflecting on the value of the data that powers these AI systems, Stefan Haig of RWS raised a critical point about the language industry's high-quality labeled data. He noted the irony that while other industries pay significant amounts for labeled data to train AI, the localization sector often gives away its most valuable asset, translation memories, and questions whether the industry should reevaluate the value proposition of this data. There are also key leadership changes and corporate developments. XTM International has announced the appointment of Sara Basar as its new Chief Technology Officer. In her new role, Basar will be responsible for steering the company's technology strategy and fostering innovation within its suite of translation management solutions. In another strategic discussion, Arthur Wetzel, also from XTM, published an article describing language operations, or LangOps, as the essential, hidden power grid for the modern digital enterprise, arguing it provides the fundamental infrastructure needed for successful global content strategies. In a major adoption of linguistic AI, agricultural equipment manufacturer AGCO has chosen to implement RWS's Evolve solution. This partnership aims to streamline AGCO's localization workflows, enhancing the quality and consistency of its multilingual content delivered to a global customer base. We also see movement in company branding. Terra Translations has officially rebranded to become Terra Lingua. The company stated that the new name better reflects its expanded scope of services, which now go well beyond translation to encompass a wider range of language solutions. Demonstrating its continued global expansion, TransPerfect has unveiled prominent new signage on its facility in Pune, India. Located in the Eon IT Park, a major technology hub, this move underscores the company's significant and growing presence in the region. Looking ahead at industry events, the European Language Industry Association, or ALIA, has announced that its next networking days will be held in Prague, Czech Republic, from October 9th to 11th, 2025. Additionally, the call for proposals is now open for ALIA Together 2025, which will take place in Rome. Diego Crescieri has been actively encouraging professionals to submit their speaking proposals for this key industry gathering. Finally, a few items from community discussions provide valuable context. Prozy.com continues to foster discussions around the role of AI for freelance translators. Another post from Jurek Ciesielski serves as a useful reminder of the important distinctions between translation, localization, internationalization, and globalization. The Localize Like a Pro community has been emphasizing the need for responsible AI implementation, touching on crucial topics like data privacy, ethics, and quality assurance. On a practical note for conference interpreters, an article is circulating that explains the vital role of a pivot interpreter, who becomes essential for relaying interpretations between rare language combinations when no direct channel is available. Thank you for listening to this episode of Localization News You Can Use, your daily dose of localization know-how.